Syahadah. Syahadah.
Tokyo is the capital of Japan and is located in the middle of Honshu Island. Its city offers various leisure activities either in the form of entertainment or recreational. Tokyo was a center for the arts performance in Japan, such as the groups that perform in traditional musical concerts such as shamisen and koto. The beauty of the land and the variety of cultural festivals there brought many visitors to Japan every year. Tokyo has become the main center for commercial, financial and industrial activities that provide employment to 1.2 million people in this metropolitan city. The education system in Japan was systematically introduced in 1872 by the Meiji Emperor. The Japanese then drafted the education plan in 1947, making it compulsory for all citizens to receive an education. The Islamic Childcare Center of Otsuka Mosque was formed to realize this idea. This childcare center was set up in 2004 under the management of the Japanese Muslim Association. 4 teaching staff are entrusted to mold children 6 years of age on the Islamic concept. Children at this age are considered rational enough for religious exposure so as to shape the mind towards good values in developing a Muslim personality. Most parents send their children to the childcare center because of its strategic location near the mosque and the Otsuka station.
Father. Allahu Akbar.
Most of the children who are cared for by the Otsuka Mosque Childcare Center are mostly children of migrants who married locals. Most of them are from Muslim countries such as Iran, Pakistan, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Bangladesh. They came to Tokyo in the 80s due to the economic recession in Japan at that time, compelling a mobilization of manpower from overseas. They are not only taught theories, but also how to perform the prayers. As the Prophet Muhammad said, "Teach your child to perform the prayers when he is 7 years old, and beat him if he doesn't perform it when he is 10 years old."
وقنا عذاب النار.
The objective of the setting up of this childcare center, which is managed by the Otsuka mosque, is to guide children among the Muslim community so as to improve the human capital.
Ada udang lagi. Bila migi tede ne, tabe one migi tede.
At this center, children are taught physical fitness and they mingle with one another. Even though they are from different racial backgrounds, the harmony shows they are part of the people in this country. The education system practiced here is total and integrated. Religious knowledge is balanced out with modern education so as to be at par with the times. A proud fact is that the teaching staff at the Otsuka Mosque Childcare Center are Malaysians who come to serve.
Syahadah, satu lafaz berbeza rasa.
Islamic development in Japan started through diplomatic relations between Mutsuhito Meiji Emperor and the Turkish Uthmaniyya Empire 100 years ago. Mosques were built all over Japan after the approval from the government. The Otsuka Mosque is one of the centers for preaching to the community in Tokyo. Various activities are held in the mosque, among which are Quran recitations, Arabic language classes, and other religious programs. Most of the Islamic community in Otsuka come from Pakistan and Bangladesh. Quran studies classes are held every day from 4 in the afternoon to 8 at night. To enliven the mosque, Quran memorizing competitions will be organized each year for teenagers. These programs are not only for competition, but is also aimed at building the Islamic faith and moral of the community. Despite living in a metropolitan city, today's generation still refer to the Quran for guidance. The efforts introduced by the Islamic community in Otsuka can strengthen the mosque institution as a center of education and knowledge excellence.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما المؤمنون الذين إذا ذكر الله وجلت قلوبهم وإذا تليت عليهم آياته زادتهم إيمانا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون صدق الله العظيم.
Islam is a beautiful religion. To find out the views of the Japanese community on Islam, Shahadah's crew visited a language education institute at the Cocoon building in Tokyo. This institute is reserved for adults who want to learn more about Islam, although they are Shintoist or Buddhist.
Kita ada tetamu dari Malaysia ni, dari RTM Malaysia dan hari ini kita nak belajar tentang budaya dan agama Islam kan? Okey. Start with Z, okey kah?
Today's Japanese have undergone a paradigm shift. They start studying the greatness of Islam after it was spread far and wide, either via the mass or electronic media.
Yang begini ya, yang ini ke? Orang Islam satu hari sembahyang 5 waktu. 5 waktu Tadi kita dah belajar di sini subuh, zuhur, asar, maghrib, isyak. Dia pusing ikut matahari je.
Maghrib pukul berapa?
Maghrib pula, kalau maghrib bila matahari mula nak terbenam. Jadinya bila dia mula sini sembahyang
Western propaganda had tarnished the image of Islam. However, now they have acknowledged Islam as a holy religion.
Subuh pukul berapa?
Waktu subuh, bila matahari, kita ikut matahari sembahyang. Bila matahari naik, bulan nak naik ni, bila mula naik je dah tak boleh sembahyang. Jadi ada masanya dari sini dalam di Jepun ikut musim lah. Kalau musim panas lain, musim sejuk lain, musim bunga lain.
Apa bezanya setiap waktu sembahyang? Subuh, zuhur, asar, maghrib, dan isyak.
Sembahyang ni semua sama, cuma rakaat dia lain. Subuh 2 rakaat. 2 rakaat Zuhur 4 rakaat. Asar 4. Maghrib 3, isyak 4. Waktu subuh kita sembahyang 2 kali, 2 rakaat.
The majority of the Japanese community practice their ancestral faith or animism.
Waktu asar pun 4 rakaat.
Shinto religion that is inherited is only practiced during cultural and wedding ceremonies.
Sembahyangnya. Bolehlah tu. Lagi satu.
After being introduced to Islam, they begin to develop an interest in the fineness and beauty of life with a faith. To them, Islam is easy to comprehend and does not advocate terrorism. It was clear that the September 11 tragedy in New York was not a teaching of Islam, but of vengeance.
Okey, boleh 2
Syahadah, satu lafaz berbeza rasa.
The Arab Islamic Institute of Tokyo, set up by the government of Saudi Arabia, has attracted the interest of the Japanese to learn Islamic art. This calligraphy was pioneered by the card art lover, who is a Japanese called Professor Fuad Koichi Honda. His ability and skill to produce a work of card art is admittedly comparable to the artists from Muslim countries, including those from the Middle East. He was first involved in this art when he was working in Saudi Arabia for 30 years. After seeing the art of card calligraphy, he developed an interest to learn it. He traveled to Turkey and was awarded a diploma in Arab calligraphy art called Ijaza. His love for the calligraphy was the turning point for him to embrace Islam.
いろいろな学生の方がいますから、初めに、ここはアラビア語を教えるところですので、アラビア語を勉強した方がそのまま、アラビア書道も一緒にやりたいと、アラブ文化も知りたいという方と、それから、海外、旅行で、中東に行ったことがある人、それから、東南アジア、マレーシアとかインドネシアとか、そういうところでこのモスクを見て、中にこの文字が気に入ったと、やってみたいという人ですね。それと、あとは何でも珍しいものをやってみたいと、新しいものをやってみたいという、そういうの3つぐらいの、パターンがありますかね。
The knowledge that he acquired is used as a platform for preaching to the Japanese citizens. Calligraphy art received good response, and the people are willing to spend their time and money to study it. The beauty of Islamic calligraphy art can evoke an appreciation for the religion. It also proves that Islam is a perfect religion in all aspects of a man's life. This art, taught by Professor Fuad, can also be the continuance to this excellent tradition of the Muslims from the past. This calligraphy art was introduced to the Japanese as an excellent art that is in the Quran as a guideline for all.
私は広島から来ていますが、本田先生の字がとても好きで綺麗なのでとても好きで、広島には勉強するところ教えがないので東京まで来ています。
Calligraphy is not only representative of the artistic side of Arabian and Islamic culture, but is a mixture of the beauty and moral messages that are contained in it. This art can enhance cultural exchanges and Islamic interactive media in channeling information. Professor Fuad's determination in introducing card art to the Japanese is a noble act. Today, Islamic calligraphy is famous in Japan as a quality artistic creation and an exclusive decorative art. The beauty of the Quranic verses and Islamic poetry have compelled Japanese to learn more about it.
非常に外国語が興味があって、そして大学に入る時外語大っていうか外国の専門の大学に入られたいと思ったんですよ。そしてその時どういう外国語を勉強しようかといろいろ考えた時、アラビア語がすごく興味があって勉強したいなと思ったんですね。アラビア語っていうのはご存知のようにそういう中近東のね、多くの国の言葉ですよね。でそれを勉強したんですけど、その過程でそのアラビア語にはこの書道というものがあるということに気づいたんですね。そして、その書道っていうのが日本とか中国とはまた違ったね、伝統で独自のそういう書道芸術っていうのを発展させたということを知って、ですごい興味持ったんですね。で大学東京外語大ですけど卒業してからですね、4年後にサウジアラビアに仕事で行く機会があったんですけど、サウジアラビアは石油で非常にお金持ちの国ですけど、そこで石油省という石油を司っている官庁のでアラビア語の通訳として。
The course organized by this institute is open to all Japanese, even to non-Muslims. Usually, students who learn this calligraphy will embrace Islam after receiving the guiding sign from Allah. There are also Malaysian students taking up this program in this institute.
Merujuk kepada surah Al-Qalam ayat pertama menerangkan mengenai pena, manakala surah Al-Alaq ayat 3 hingga 5 menerangkan mengenai bacalah dengan nama Tuhan yang amat mulia, yang mengajar manusia menerusi pena, dan dia juga yang mengajar
The next Syahadah episode will trace the greatness of the Malay language in Tokyo. Syahadah, one word, different customs.